Welcome. Let's solve this question on statistics. The table below shows the marks scored by students in a maths test. We have marks, we have the number of students. Part A, from the above table, determine the 20th percentile. Determine the 20th percentile. B, use the table above to draw the cumulative frequency curve, also known as the Ogive curve. Then we have, you've given the grid there to draw. Then part C, the question from the graph in B above, determine 1, the median mark, then 2, the pass mark if 40% of the students pass, and the last one, the sixth decile. So let's go to the first part, the question, where you're supposed to, from the table, determine the 20th percentile. Determine the 20th percentile. So you have that table. I've simplified it here, and you're required to obtain the 20th. So part A, the 20th percentile. So this is how we get the 20th percentile. This one simply means 20% of this number of students. That is what will give us the position. So if we want to get the position among these all these classes here, we want to know where the 20th percentile will be. We simply get it by 20 divided by 100, that is the meaning of 20th percentile, times the total frequency. How many students are here? When you add all these, 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 all the way to 1, you get 60. So that is 20% of 60. These will give us the position of the 20th percentile. And this one, the 20th percentile, we get it at the 12th student, because all these students are 60. So the 12th student is the one who is going to give us the 20th percentile. So we identify where the 12th student will be. And to do that, we will have to create another column here of a cumulative frequency. And this is how we get the cumulative frequency. The first one is 3. Then that is, we go adding these. 3 plus 5, we get 8. 8 plus 6, you get 14. 14 plus 21, you get 35. 35 plus 12, you get 47. 47 plus 6, you get 53. 53 plus 4, you get 57. 57 plus 2, you get 59. Then 59 plus 1, you get 60. Total number of students are 60. So where do we have the 12th student? The 12th students will lie in this class. This is 3 up to that. These are up to the 8th student. Then all the way from 9th student up to 14th student will lie here. So from 9th student all the way to 14 students will lie here. So 12 will be here. So the class where we are going to get the 12th student is 30 to 39. That is where the 20th percentile will be. So this will be the class 30. So the class will therefore be 30 to 39. So that is the class. Then from there, after identifying the class, we now want to get the mark scored by these, that is the 20th percentile, the 12th student. What is the mark scored by the 12th student? So this is how we're going to get it. We shall use this formula, L, that is the lower class limit of this class, then plus 20th percentile, that is 20 or 100, by the total frequency, then subtract cumulative frequency above that class divided by the frequency that class multiplied by the class size. So this is how we proceed. The lower class limit of that class, the class is 30 to 39. The lower class limit will be 29.5. The upper class will be 39.5. So we have 29.5, then plus 20th percentile, 20, 100 times 60, which will give us 12. That will give us 12. Then minus cumulative frequency above that class. Cumulative frequency above that class. So this is the class, and the cumulative frequency of that class is 14. So the cumulative frequency above that class will be 8. It will be 8. So subtract 8 divided by the frequency of that class. The class is that 39. The frequency of that class is 6. This is the row where we have the frequency. So it is 6, and then multiply by the class size. So to get the class size, we use the boundaries. So if we want to get the size of this class, we simply get 39.5, subtract 29.5. So we use the upper class boundary, subtract the lower class boundary. So this will give us 10. The class size is 10. So we work out this, we get 29.5 plus this will be 4 over 6 times 10. So use your calculator to work out this. This will give 29.5 plus, so we have 4 divided by 6, multiply by 10. So this is a 6.6666. So when you add these, you get 36.1667. So that is the 20th percentile. So that is simply how you're supposed to get the 20th percentile. We go to the next question. Part B, use the table above to draw the cumulative frequency curve. You're supposed to draw the cumulative frequency curve using this table. So how do we draw the cumulative frequency curve? So for an Ogive curve, or what we call the cumulative part B frequency curve, this is how we draw it. Very important to know this. So we plot the cumulative frequency against the upper class boundaries. So this is very important. So plot the cumulative frequency against the upper class boundary. So here we have the table. So we have the cumulative frequency. So how do you get the upper class to upper class boundaries? So this is how we get it. Upper class boundary of this 10 to 19 would be 19.5. This one is 29.5. So this class is 39.5. So this class is 49.5. So this class is 59.5. This class is 69.5. This class is 79.5. This one 89.5. And this one is 99.5. So upper class boundaries will be on the x-axis. Then the cumulative frequency, that is the number of students, will be on the y-axis. That is what we mean by CF against the upper class boundary. So we take our graph. I'll just take our graph. So already drawn. So the graph is here. So we have number of students or cumulative frequency on the y-axis, and then the marks. These are the upper class boundary. So we start with in the first one. So the first one is the first class, 19.5. We have 3. 19.5. We have 3. So 19.5. You should know the size of one small square. I've used the y-axis. 1 centimeter represents 5 students. And then since on the x-axis, we don't have the scale is not uniform from 0 to 19.5, you can simply break it to show that this scale here from 0 to 19.5 is not uniform. It is not the same with the others. The others from 19.5 all the way to 99.5, the scale is uniform. So you break it here to show that it is not uniform, this particular part. So 0, this is a 19.5, we have 3. So 3 will be there. Then we have 29.5. 29.5 here. 29.5 cumulative frequency is 8. So this is 8. This is it is here. So 8 is here. So 8 is here. 19.5, 3 is here. And then we have for 39.5 we have 14. 39.5 we have 14. So that's 9.5 we have 14. So 14. This 14 is there. Then we have 49.5. We have 35.5. We have 35. So 35 is here. And then the other one is 59.5, 47. 59.5, 47. So 47. 59.5 to 47. This is 45. 47 will be here. So this is 46. Is there. And then we have the next one is 70. This is 69.5, 53. 69.5, 63. 69.5 is here. 63. This 63. or 63, 50, 69, 53, 53 is 53. So this is 50, 52.5, 53 is here. And then the next one is 79.5, 57. 79.5 is young, 57. So this is a 55, 57. 57 is there. Then the other one, 89.5, 59. 89.5, 59, 89.5. So 89.5, 59 is there. Then the last one, 99.5, 60, 99.5, 99.5 and 60, 99.5, 60. So here we have the points now. You have this point, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So you simply join this one using a smooth curve, join those points using a smooth curve like that. So that is the cumulative frequency curve. To avoid this part hanging, you can join this part to the origin. You can simply join it to the origin like that, just to avoid the curve to hang there. So that is the cumulative frequency curve. Now we can go to the questions. So from the graph in B above, determine the median mark. So let us determine the median mark. So the median mark, so median, C, median mark. Now to get the position of the median mark, remember we have the y-axis, the number of students. So the median mark means the half of the students. The students are 60. So to get the position of the median mark, it is the one that divides these students into 2 to be n divided by 2. And n is the total number of students, which will be 60 divided by 2. So the student who will give us the median mark is the 30th student. So this is how we get the 30th student. So we simply go to the 30th student, draw a straight line there up to the point where, from the 30th student up to where it touches the curve. Then drop down this point of intersection. So drop down like that. Drop down using a straight line like that. So this is what is going to give us the median mark. So you know the size of one small square here. So this is 2b1. So this is 39.5. Then you have how many squares here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me confirm again. So we have how many squares from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 8. So we shall therefore take, this is 39.5. So 39.5. Then because one small square, yeah, remember we have 39.5 all the way to 49, that is 10. And I have 10 small squares, so one small square is 1. So, and I've counted from 39.5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So simply add 8, and this will give 47.5. So 47.5 is the median mark. The next one is part 2. The pass mark in 40% of the student passed. The pass mark in 40% of the students passed. The pass mark. So if 40% of the student passed, this is C part 1, C part 2. So 40% the student passed. So let's see how many students are these. It will be 40 by 100 times 60 because there are 60 students. So 24 students passed. So because there are 60, that means the one that failed were 36 because total number of students are 60. If 24%, if 24 students passed and there are 60, then the ones who failed are 36. So to get the pass mark, this is what it means. It means from the first student, when you look at this cumulative frequency curve, you notice from 0 all the way, the marks are increasing as you go to the right. So the ones that are on the lower part of the graph are the ones that failed. The ones that are on the upper side of as you go higher, they passed. They actually got the higher marks. If you can just compare 19.5, 5 students got that. Then as you go higher, the 60th student is the one who scored the highest. So the ones who scored lower marks are the ones that are on the lower part. So that means that those students who passed, because 36 students are the ones who failed, that means from the first student to 36 students, these are the ones who failed. Those are the ones who failed. Then from the 37th student up to the 60th students, these are the ones who passed. So when you notice here, this is where we have from the first to 36 students, these we have 36 students, they failed. Then from 37th student to 60th student, they passed, and these 24 students. So to get the pass mark, we shall identify the 37th student. So because the first person from 37th student, this is where the cutoff was, 37th student, because up to 36 student, he failed. So the pass mark, we're going to get it from the 37th student. So the 37th student is the one who is going to give us the pass mark. So we go to the graph, identify where we have the 37th student. So 37th student is here. So this is 36, 37, 36 here. So this is 36, 37. So 37th student is here. So the 37th student is there. So simply draw a line. So I've identified where the 37th student will be. 37th student will be here. So, and you can see from the 37th student to 60th student, they're the ones who passed. So we cannot get the pass mark from the 36th student, because from the first student to 36th student, they failed. So the pass mark will be given by the 37th student. That is where the pass mark will be. So you draw a straight line up to where it touches the curve. Then from there you can drop straight. Can draw a straight line down that. So this will be 49.5 plus these are, I've not drawn it in the right way. So let me draw it again. Must be straight. Ensure it is straight. Yeah, the one I've drawn in red. Yeah. Ignore this line that is here. So from here, ensure that you draw a straight line from this point of intersection here, from where this line meets the curve. So when I drop down, you'll notice this point that is here. It is this point that is here. This is where you're going to get the pass mark. So this is 49.5 plus 1. That is 50.5. So that will be 50.5. So therefore, the pass mark is 50.5. Now, from there, we go to the other question, that is the last one, part 3, the sixth decile. The sixth decile. So what do you mean by the sixth decile? This is part 3. Sixth decile simply means 6 divided by 10 of the total frequency. That is the one that will give us the position of the sixth decile. So decile means out of 10. So percentile out of 100. So 6 over 10 times the total number of students who are 60, like that. And this one will give 36. That will give us the 36. That is what we mean by the sixth decile. 36th. So this gives us actually the position, the sixth decile. So we go to now to get the mark scored by the 36th student. We simply go to the graph, and where we have 36 student. So 36 student is here. So 36 student is here. So draw a straight line, and where it touches that curve, then you drop down. It is giving us the same thing. It is actually giving the same result as the previous one that we did. When you drop down again from 36 student, you drop down, it is actually giving us the same thing. So you're getting drawing the same line. So this will give 50.5. 50.5. Let me confirm again. So from 36 is 36, so it touches the curve. Then you draw straight line. You're getting the same thing. So the 6th decile, that is the 36 student, also is called 50.5. So that is how you're supposed to solve that question on statistics.